Hello everyone, thank you for joining on my another live stream today. So this is the 3rd of September 2020 and this is on Thursday. I hope you're having a great day today also. Alright, so in today's Thursday, so I talk about Ichimoku Kinko Hyo lecture today. We're gonna look at a couple of pairs today, and based on the Ichimoku Kinko Hyo, I will give some comments on these markets. Alright, and yep. Hi everyone, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Alright, I can see the comments and names on this chat box. Thank you for joining everyone. And yeah, for those who are new to my channel, my name is Kei, and I am a Japanese full-time Forex trader based in Tokyo, Japan. And in this YouTube channel, I mainly talk about how not to lose over time. I mean, the break-even or win game is the game I don't play. So my focus is there. Instead of talking about how to win profit, my focus is how not to lose or how to play break-even or win trades. And also, I have been using Ichimoku Kinko Hyo for the last 5 years as one of my main strategies. And I have been sharing extensive knowledge through the original books in this YouTube also. And as far as I know, I'm the only Japanese trader who teaches Ichimoku Kinko Hyo from the original books in English. So hopefully you enjoy my Ichimoku lectures too. I run the closed Ichimoku community also. So if you're interested, you can click on the join button on YouTube and you can always welcome to join the community. So let's take a look at some markets now. Okay, just as a disclaimer, all this knowledge is based on my own experience. So when you take trades, please do with your own risk. So here is a Euro USD, which is retracing right now. And this is quite interesting, so I will start to talk about this pair now. So here is a Euro USD daily chart. And I was looking for buy chance, but I stopped thinking about it from yesterday. Because first of all, Kumo's flat, Kijunsung flat. And the Tenkans is gradually moving up, but Chikou span is actually touching on the candles now. So exactly today, looks like the market went into the range. So until the price goes up this way, and possibly until the price breaks the recent high levels upwards this way, I would stay away. Chikou span is touching on the candles. That means that this is losing the buying power anymore. Right? There's no buy powers anymore when Chikou span is touching like this. So I would stay away until Chikou span gets away from the candles or until I see a decent breakout of the recent high level upwards. And I've drawn this forecast lines before, and it looks like the price is now into the forecast lines. So for those who are new to my channel and for those who don't know about forecast lines, I've talked about it on the previous videos. So you can click on the playlist on the Ichimoku Basic lectures and you can learn about these forecast lines. Forecast lines are actually these yellow lines, and these are very powerful. And this is part of Goichi's teaching, and where you can see the information in one of these 5 original books. So basically, when you see these highs, you draw the 2 lines, one from the high to the Senko span B, one to the high, one from the high to the Senko span A. You draw these 2 lines, and these are the forecast lines. And so when you see when I saw the high here on this day, right here, I put this forecast lines. So this was on 18th of August. I draw these 2 lines and I just keep watching the market. And initially, it looked like the price broke the forecast lines upwards, but now it's retracing backwards. And now into these forecast lines. The price is exactly in between these forecast lines. So in this condition, I won't look for buy chance, because the price might go downwards from here. Well, it might go up, it might go down, it might consolidate for a while we never know which way price is going. So better option is just stay away in this kind of condition. In lower time frames, I believe you might see some downtrend, but I focus on daily chart primarily, and also I look at the 4-hour chart too to capture the major trend direction. And right now, this looks to be ranging, so I guess yeah, I will just stay away from this one. And if you look at the recent high, there are a couple of retests, like once and twice. And if you look back, way in the back, I think there was a recent high in this level. Well, actually, there was a previous high all the way back in here, 4th of September 2017. And afterwards, the price went down, and the price is now coming back to that level. So this is one of the things that I look at, and expect that the price can stop here and it can go backwards. So, and as per the daily chart, this is going down, I mean retracing a little bit, and also the price is now below the Kijunsung, which is also significant here. When I see the price between Kijunsung and Kumo, I won't look for buy chance either, because the price can go down to Senko Span A in this case. Whenever I look for buy chance, I make sure that the price above the Kijunsung. So if the price a couple of days in the future, if the price goes like this way and it goes above the Kijunsung, then I look for buy chance. But now this is below the Kijunsung, within the forecast lines on the daily chart. Market looks to be retracing, so this might be like a head and shoulders, and it might go down afterwards. It's possible, or it can go down from here too, all the way. And so the point is that I don't see any uptrend confirmations now on this Euro USD, and that's why I would stay away until I see a decent uptrend confirmations. So yeah, always make sure to follow the major trend direction. And if you use Ichimoku Kinko Hyo, then you can actually analyze the market at a glance. You will know exactly how the market's moving right now in long term, mid-term to short term, simply by looking at the price, location in terms of these three lines, and also whether these three lines are moving up or down or flat. So more precisely, what we can know from the Ichimoku Kinko Hyo is that if I zoom in a little bit like this, Senko Span B shows the long-term market momentum. So that means when Senko Span B is moving up, that means this is bullish in the long term. When Senko Span B is flat, this is ranging in the long term. So what we can see right now is that Senko Span B is flat, and that means this is ranging in the long term. So in the long term, it might go up, it might go down, we never know which way it's going, okay, in the long term. And based on, in terms of the equilibrium, this is bullish in the long term, simply because the price is locating above the Senko Span B. So power balance, power equilibrium is bullish, simply because the price is above the Senko Span B. But if you look at the angle of the Senko Span B, this is flat. So that means that this might go down, it might go up, we never know which way it's going. Okay, and we analyze the market in the same way, exactly in the same way on Kijunsung and Tenkans too. So if I start talk about Kijunsung here, hold on, let me just delete this one. Okay, so Kijunsung shows that the this is a midterm market momentum. So green one is a Kijunsung in my chart setting, and when Kijunsung flat, this is ranging in the midterm. When Kijunsung is moving up, this is uptrend in the midterm too. So right now we can see that the Kijunsen is flat. If I just cancel this, hold on. If we just cancel this these candles, we can see that the Kijunsen is flat now. So that means that this is ranging in the midterm. Okay, this is ranging the midterm now. And then we look at the Tenkan-sen here, Tenkan-sen. Tenkan-sen shows the short-term market momentum. When Tenkan-sen is moving up, this is uptrending in the short term, and when it's flat, this is ranging in the short term. And what we can see right now, Tenkan-sen, is that Tenkan-sen is gradually moving up. And this means that in the short term, this is bullish. The direction-wise, this is bullish in the short term. So, once again, Senko Span B shows the long-term market momentum, Kijun-sen shows the mid-term market momentum, and Tenkan-sen shows the short-term market momentum. And by their angles, we know which way the market is going in a long-term, mid-term to short-term. So right now we can see that Senko Span B flat, and Kijun-sen flat, and Tenkan-sen is moving up. And that means that Senko Span B, long-term is flat, the market direction is flat, mid-term market direction is flat too, ranging. And short-term is only uptrending. Okay, so this is something that we can know from these Hanne lines. And then we add the current price level. So let me show the current price again. And now the current price is here. Now the current price is at this level. So we know that the price is first of all above the Kumo, above the Senko Span B, and that means that this is bullish. The equilibrium is bullish in the long term. So in the long term, there's a potential that the price go upwards this way still. Okay, so in the long term, price can go up still. And in the midterm, we can know that the price is below the Kijun-sen. So in the midterm, this is ranging. So that means in the midterm, we don't know which way it's going. It may go up or it may go down in the midterm. Okay, long term, this is bullish. In the midterm, this is below the Kijun-sen. So this is, this is basically bearish. I mean, the equilibrium is bearish. So theta is dominant now. And then the Kijun Tenkan-sen. Right, current price is below the Tenkan-sen too. So that means in the short term, this is sell biased. Right, this is sell biased. So the price can go down too. So in the long term, this is the buyers are still dominant. But from the mid to short term, this is sellers dominant market. And at a glance, we know the market situation as of now. Alright, so far so good. And this is basically, the very basic of Ichimoku and how you can read the chart at a glance. And then we add Chikou span confirmation too. When Chikou span is simply above the candles, this is bullish. When Chikou span is within the candles, this is ranging. And when Chikou span below the candles, this is bearish. And now we can see that Chikou span is touching on these candles. So that means this is ranging too. It's ranging. Okay, so momentum for the last 26 days is also ranging. So we can expect that the market can be into the range some more time until Chikou span breaks either direction. If Chikou span breaks above the candles, that means that this is starting bullish. When Chikou span breaks below, this means that the market momentum is now bearish. And now it's touching, so we know that this is in the range. Okay, so this is how we know about the market. from these 5 lines, I mean 4 lines, except for Senko span A. Senko span A is actually the long-term to mid-term market momentum, or the mid to short-term market momentum, and this is supportive. Senko span A is supportive to Senko span B. So when it comes to capture the trend, we can look at the Senko span A angles too. When Senko span A is moving up, this means that this is bullish between the short term to mid term, and when Senko span is flat, Senko span A is flat, that means that this is ranging from the short to mid term. But so for now, we can just focus on the Senko span B and Kijunsung, Tenkan-sen, and Chikou span. When the price gets closer to Senko span B, then we have to look at the Senko span A. And Senko span B, Senko span A, all together as a Kumo, we have to focus on if the price gradually goes down this way. Now there's a gap in between the current price and Senko span A, so we don't really have to think about Senko span A that much. Alright, so this is very important. So that's why I just want to elaborate how you can interpret the market based on these 5 lines. Alright, so let's take a look at other pair. And let's see, Euro, JPY. Okay, so Euro JPY has a little bit different setup here compared to Euro USD. Now this is still bullish to me, and simply because if you look at the current price level, this is at here. So first of all, the Senko span B flat. So in the long term, this is ranging, right? In the long term, this is ranging. There's no direction in the long term. And in the midterm, this is uptrending, right? Kijun-sen shows uptrend. So this is uptrending in the short term. And if you look at the Tenkan-sen, Tenkan-sen is moving up too. Tenkan-sen is moving up too. So this is bullish in the short to mid-term. And Senko span A is also moving up. So we know that this is bullish in the short to mid-term. But in the long term, we know that this is ranging flat. Okay, in terms of the direction of this short to mid to long term. And if you look at the Chikou span here, we can know that Chikou span is still above the candles. So this is still bullish. The market is still bullish. So I expect the price goes up from here still. But if the price goes down, goes below the Kijun-sen, and when this Chikou span touches on these candles, this is a sign that the price is now ranging. But as long as Chikou span above the candles and Kijun-sen pointing upwards, I will say that this is bullish. And also in terms of the wave analysis, this is still N wave. This is still consecutive N wave. So even if you see kind of pullback here, we can expect that the price can go up from here too. I think we can draw the trend line like this way, and we can expect the price still going up this way right now. And also the current price is above the Kijun-sen, and also it's above these forecast lines too. So this is bullish to me, right? This is bullish, so I will still look for buy chance on this one, on this EURJPY daily chart. But EURUSD daily chart, once again, is bearish. If you can compare these two charts, simply because the price is now going into these forecast lines, and also the price is now below the Kijun-sen, and not only that, Kijun-sen flat, and Chikou span touching on the candles, and Senko span B is flat. Okay. So make sure that you read the chart by looking at the 5 lines of Ichimoku Kinko Hyo, and then we can talk about wave theory and time theory and price theories. So okay, let me come back to some of the comments now, and I will end the live in about like 10 minutes because I've got things to do, and there will be a Ichimoku membership live afterwards in about 35 minutes. So yeah, for those who are members, I will see you later. But yeah, let me come back to some comments now. Alright, good to see you everyone. Thank you for joining. I hope you add some basic information of the Ichimoku. So yeah, sometimes I get some comments as to like, do we really need the Chikou span? We can cancel Chikou span. Can we cancel Tenkans and Kijunsung? Can we only take trades with the Kumo? Right, or can I only take trades with Tenkans and Kijunsung crosses? I get like these questions a lot, and my answer is no. Basically, you have to use these 5 lines. Ichimoku Kinko Hyo is built that way, right? 5 lines as one, as integrated parts of this Ichimoku Kinko Hyo. And without Chikou span, you cannot read the market correctly by Ichimoku. Without Kumo, you cannot read correctly. Without Tenkans and Kijunsung, you cannot read it correctly. So you don't want to neglect any of these 5 lines. These 5 lines should be as one so that you can read the chart correctly. It's like the car. When you drive a car, it needs the tires, it needs the engine, transmission, it needs the seat, it needs the handles and brakes and gas pedals and everything. So it's like the same thing here. Without any of these lines, you cannot read the Ichimoku correctly. And if you are canceling the Kijuns, if you're canceling one of these lines, maybe Chikou span, then you have to understand the Chikou span first before canceling it. Alright, let's see. Encore says, good news, 8% capital appreciation today, all intraday trades and 87% accuracy. That's great, that's great. If you can follow the major trend direction, should be fine. And good job, good job. Alright, thank you for joining. Alright, good to see you, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Okay, Karen says, why your forecast lines are still on the previous high, not on the recent high? I can put it on the recent high too. Yeah, I just didn't do it right now. I will do it later. Yeah, and because the price is not yet reached to this 26 candles afterwards, and that's why I'm still leaving these forecast lines. Yeah. Alright, today may be GBP/USD down, EURJPY after us market on downtrending. Alright. Could you please say that is it possible to draw these forecast lines in 1 hour chart? I recommend you to draw these forecast lines in daily chart. Because in 1 hour chart, it moves up and down quite sharply, and it changes over time very quickly within a day. So you will get relatively more busy to keep track on this market depending on the forecast lines. So I recommend you to draw these forecast lines in a daily chart. Alright, thank you for joining. Alright, Prander says, okay, what about forecast line from Chikou span high to span A as long-term uptrend? Yeah, that could be possible too. Yeah, Chikou span to Senkou span AB, Chikou span to Tenkans and Kijunsung will be another forecast lines that you can draw. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I only put the forecast lines on this one, right, so that I don't confuse anybody. If I draw the forecast lines from Chikou span to the Tenkans and Kijunsung, I present it on Ichimoku membership lives usually. And also Chikou span from the high, candle high to Kumo is just enough to see the market situation basically. Alright, let's see. What's opinion on Chf Jpy? I don't really look at the Chf Jpy now. It's not on my watch list, so I'm not really sure. Maybe I can cover it tomorrow. So you can come back tomorrow and yeah, I will give some analysis. So please remind me tomorrow for that pair. Yeah, today I have to go in about like 5 minutes or so. So yeah, let me just stick to these pairs for now. Okay, now if Kijunsung crosses Tenkans in this situation, what happens? Kijunsung Tenkans crosses. So if that Tenkans goes below the Kijunsung, that means that this is end of the uptrend. This means that this is the end of the uptrend in the short to midterm, and now the price can go downwards, or price can consolidate a little bit more towards this way. So when Tenkans and Kijunsung did cross, then you don't want to look for buy chance anymore. Yeah, and also this is another frequently asked questions, but can we sell on the Tenkans and Kijunsung did cross? And my answer is no, because it doesn't mean that the price can go down from there. Tenkans and Kijunsung did cross above Kumo means that this is the end of the uptrend in a short to midterm, but it doesn't mean that it goes down from there. So just be careful on that one. Alright, thank you for joining. To see you. Alright, Mr. K, if the price consolidates and Senko span B alone starts pointing upwards when price is at the top of Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen while they're flat, what to do? So if the price consolidates and Senko span B alone start pointing upwards when the price is at the top of Tenkan Kijun-sen while they are flat, then I will wait until Kijun-sen to move upwards. Yeah, or if I see the N wave, then I will look for buy chance. If Senko span B pointing upwards, and that means that this is bullish in the long term. So that's bullish in the long term. So I would look for the buy chance in that case. Yeah, but to be safer, I would wait for Kijun-sen to move up and make sure that the Chikou span above the candles too. Alright, thank you for joining. To see you. Alright, Jack Smith, if in the day time frame, Kumo and Kijun-sen were up, but Kijun-sen was down in the cloud, then should we wait for Kijun-sen to come up to the cloud? Yeah. So that means that I think the Kumo in that case is still ranging, I believe, or the Kumo just twisted upwards in that case. When the candlestick still in the Kumo, when Kijun-sen is still in the Kumo, then most likely the Kumo is twisting up and downwards over time and Kumo twisted upwards a little bit. But in that case, I think the Kumo is too young, too short, so you want to wait for the Kumo to develop it further upwards, and then the Kijun-sen will go above the Kumo. And that's a better setup to look for buy chance than looking for buy chance within the Kumo. Yeah. Alright. Oh, this is trading view, right? This is trading view, and you can just change the colors, and you have the same setup like this. Yeah, I like the black background because it's easy on my eyes. Yeah, I used to have a white background, and especially when I do the lives like this, my eye, I get so tired of my eyes when I have the white background, and that's why I turn it to black, and I feel better now. So yeah, and I like the black background. I think it's vivid, and this is very yeah, it's very nice. I mean, I feel I'm more calm when I look at the chart on the dark background than the white background. All right. All right, good to see you. So I think, yeah, so let me just take a look at other pair, one more pair now. Let's see, how about EURGBP? I think this is pointing downwards, and this is looking very interesting too. EURGBP daily chart is downtrending now. After the price broke the Kumo downwards, this is downtrending. And in this case, this is downtrending because the price, first of all, is below the Tenkan Kijunsen. The price is below Tenkan Kijunsen, and then Kijunsen is moving down, Tenkans is moving down, and Senko Span B is also moving down. So this is a nice timing to look for sell chance in this case. But one thing to keep in mind is that the Chikou span is below the candles, but now Chikou span is kind of supported by this Senko Span B. So I would wait for the Chikou span to break the Senko Span B downwards and look for the sell chance afterwards. Simply because the Chikou span is reacted by the Senko Span B now. It may go up. It may go up. Oops. It may go up all the way to this way. So I would wait for Chikou span to break the Senko span B clearly downwards, and then look for the sell chance in lower time frames. And if I look at the lower time frame, like 1 hour chart, I think this is retracing backwards. Yeah, it's retracing backwards. So in 1 hour chart, we see something different, but we can basically read the same, the chart in the same manner. So we look at the Senko span B pointing downwards, but Kijunsen flat and Tenkan-sen flat now. And the price is in between Kijunsen and Kumo now. So that means that this is bullish. I mean, the equivalent is bullish in the short to mid-term, but in the long term, the equivalent to bearish. And one thing also is that the Chikou span is currently touching on the candles. So it can consolidate a couple more hours. So better to wait for Chikou span to break the candles downwards this way to look for the sell chance. Right now, this is not the right timing to look for sell chance based on the Ichimoku here. We want the candle to go down and the Chikou span to break the candles downwards, and then Kijunsen pointing downwards and Senko span B pointing downwards. And then we can look at even lower time frames to capture the right timing to sell from there. But right now, this is not really an ideal timing to look for sell. Alright, I hope you get the idea of how you read a chart by these 5 lines. And all these basics is actually introduced on this Ichimoku original books. I have 5 books in my bookshelf, and this is the first volume, and there are actually 4 other volumes in my bookshelf. But that's exactly what's introduced on this original book here. And the first volume is all about these 5 lines. So I will show you more and more examples on this YouTube channel in the future, and I will follow up exactly how you can read the chart by these 5 lines correctly. And if you join the community, the Ichimoku community, I wrote the book, and which is available as one of the perks to join the community. I wrote the book of Ichimoku Basic Master Book, and this is also about 5 lines. And some other like additional informations two Ichimoku 5 lines too, like how to expect the breakout, how to expect the up and down trends, and what it means to take trades in the Kijunsung within the range, and so on. I've added these informations. This is 150 pages long, and you can get this as one of the perks to join the community too. Okay, so I guess I will be ending the live for now. Sorry, I have to go because I've got a few things to do until the next Ichimoku membership live starts in about 25 minutes. So tomorrow is going to be on Friday, so I will talk about my own strategy tomorrow. And tomorrow what I talk about is at the in Friday, how to capture stable trend by Ichimoku. I will present how I capture trends by Ichimoku, especially Kumo and Kijunsung. So I wish you can join here and gain some knowledge about Ichimoku and also my own trading strategy. Okay, so once again, thank you for joining everyone. Sorry, it's a relatively short live stream today, and I know there are some more comments and questions on this chat box, and I'm sorry that I couldn't cover all these, but hopefully you can join the next live tomorrow and you can ask me these questions again. Alright, so once again, thank you for joining, and please have a great day. Alright, so bye for now and stay gold. またね. Thank you.